So I paid a visit to another one of these exhibitions where you get full-size locos, and in this particular case, in inverted commas, and model railways. And looked quite nice. It was actually off the main A12. This is the main A12 in Suffolk there, running through. And as you see, there was an open day. So the first part of this is Blythburgh Model Railway exhibition, which was held in their village hall, and it was very good. And then the second half is on this Blythburgh station, which is a part of the Halesworth and South Wold Narrow Gauge Railway Society, and I hope you'll enjoy it. So it's held in the hall there, which was all right. Not many, obviously, not many layouts, but it was really nicely done. So let's start with this nice little cameo, really nice. So from the smallest layout, let's go to this O gauge layout, which was reasonably big actually, but of course being O gauge, it uses a lot of room up, doesn't it? So with my cube camera on the layout, this was different. You have a look at this. Wagons are being pulled by a rope. I've never seen anything like this before. But it's a novel way to get wagons into a siding, isn't it?
That's different. I've not seen that before.
It certainly is. And it's accurate as well.
Oh, right.
But, yeah,
Pesky points.
So next, let's go into Frampton, which really was the biggest layout, really, because this is only 00 scale. So let's have a look. I've noticed quite a few of the layouts have these bonfires going, which are nice, you know. So just a little run along the layout there, really, and we get the diesel coming back again. So there were actually two layouts here, one a little bit bigger than the other, as you can see here. And yeah, it's lovely, lovely little thing. So please freeze if you want to read it. So let's have a few pictures of this part of the layout, and then we'll carry on to the smaller one, which was equally as nice and obviously was on a shuttle, which worked very well. So this was the only trader at the show, and as it was a free show, you know, you can see why. And yeah, we had quite a good little layout there. I think most of his 3D prints are for 009 gauge, but lovely done. So let's have a closer look at this. So just a few of the things he had on sale on the day. Quite a comprehensive amount, I must admit. And yeah, it looks good. So this trader had travelled as far as me from Colchester, my neck of the woods. So I was getting a bit peckish, so I thought I'd have some of the cakes, and lovely. I had a bit of the coffee cake there with the walnuts, lovely, and a cup of tea, of course. So this is the last layout I took, and I'm very sorry for the chap that was running it, but I didn't get much video, I'm afraid. So I do apologise, I don't know what happened there. Strange.
It's 62 centimetres long and it's supported with stainless steel. So the girders have got stainless steel in it.
So let's now go and have a look at the full size railway, although albeit narrow gauge, a 3 foot. And in the hall there was a couple of chaps here, volunteers, who were telling us all about it. So going from the village hall where the model railway exhibition was, and following the signs, we went down this grassed runway, really, wasn't it? And this is what we get at the end, and it's nicely laid out, I must admit. Now this was the original position for the station, and they've got the station masters up, and there are plenty of volunteers on duty to sort of show you and talk about it. Lovely. And that's the original place for the sign, but originally there might have been a bigger one than that. So as you can see, the track is as it was, and this has all been, I think, reinstated along with the platform, and the platform isn't like a normal platform, obviously. So this is one of the original oil lamps, which is still worked by oil, which is great. And yeah, you know, it's done. Now this is the train, shall we say, that is on there at the moment, and there's a bit of information about the engine, which is electric powered and charged by solar panels, which is really good, isn't it? So this is the battery box with a lot of lead acid batteries in it, basically, and it works very well. It ran it really nicely. So this was it. So at the moment, no passengers can be carried, but they are planning on having a carriage of sorts. A picture will be appearing a little later on of it. Yeah, this has been built by one of the drivers, or the driver of this, who you'll see later on. This is the original shed they started with, which was completely knocked down, really, enough and rebuilt. And this is the carriage that they want to use. But there's still quite a bit of work on this to be done before they're allowed to. So they do have a signal which marks the sort of the end of the line at the moment, and looks all really nice, I must admit. So let's have a bit of a run with this thing, and I put my little Q camera on there, look. We get to the end of the line, and it will go further than this, more on this a bit later. Here we are for the return journey, and our driver was an ex-Dymchurch and Romney High's railway driver, and although I said he'd built this loco, it's more a big conversion, I think, obviously, to get it to work electrically. It's very good. I believe that this sound was the compressor for the brakes. It's the noisiest thing on the loco.
I knew there was pressure.
You gentlemen may be on YouTube, is that all right?
I should put my thing in.
You can see my accountant, that's all right. Fair enough. I believe this is a genuine British Rail lamp. And next we're just going to have a look at this, where this might go. So South Wales Railway track walk. So I thought I'd do a little bit of filming from the end of the tracks here. So I hope you'll enjoy this. Nice walk in the countryside really. Well, I think this bit is about 300 yards long, so I've cut a bit and we'll get to sort of the end, which I don't think the railway will go. Or if it does, it's probably more likely to go down there, but I don't think it will. I don't know, not sure. But there are signs everywhere, I must admit. Very good. If you could read them, that is, of course. So I carried on up here, and what do we get to? It's really quite nice here, actually, I must admit. Even a seat to sit on to do what? Well, to overlook the river. Why not? Lovely. Especially on a nice day like today has been. Anybody for a bit of boating? I wonder whose that is. So yeah, very peaceful. The noise in the background is a go-kart school. Can't have everything, can we? So a few more photos that I took, and here's this bench. It looks pretty solid. And there's open fields, as you can see. It's really pleasant. I really enjoyed the little walk, really. And the river winding away into the distance. So back to the railway, and a little bit more on this, perhaps. The sleepers, if you donate the money for the sleeper, you get your name on it, which I thought was quite novel. So quite a few had. So let's go back to Blythburgh Village Hall, and here are the two chaps we saw, and they had quite a nice stall with quite a bit of information. You could buy fridge magnets and whatever, books on everything on the railway. Really nice. Yeah, good luck to them, that's what I say. And there was a brochure which I've represented here a bit. Now, I'm not sure you're about to read the middle bit, which is coming up, but please try and freeze it. If you're on a big enough display, you might be able to. And if you wanted to get involved, there we are. There's some information for you. So I hope you've enjoyed my day out, and obviously I did the stats for getting there, and it's only 111 miles there and back. It's pretty good. So let's see what happens next time.